Hi chefs, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Puerto Rican fried chicken. Now you're probably asking, why is it Puerto Rican, Kelly? Well, that's because I add sazon. Yep, and also Puerto Ricans usually, I'm going to use the word usually because usually we don't flour our chicken. So it's just straight up skin. So these are the ingredients that I'll be using. Canola oil, and I'm using canola oil to baste the chicken so that all the seasonings attach to the actual chicken. And then, of course, I'll be using it to fry the chicken. Garlic powder, seasoned salt. I usually use Lawry's, but they were out, so I just picked up a generic version, but seasoned salt is a must. I have 1 pack of sazon in the front. Black pepper, of course, onion powder, and I use a little bit of Creole seasoning just to add a little bit of spice, but you can opt out from this seasoning if you don't want that. All right, let's get started. So we are going to start by adding our oil and mixing it up into our chicken. This is just going to ensure that all of the seasoning is on that chicken in every crevice. So here I'm going with the garlic powder. Next, I'm going to be grabbing the onion powder. Next, I'm going to be adding the black pepper. And we love black peppers, so we tend to go a little heavy on that. Next, I'm going to be adding the Creole seasoning. I love this seasoning. You can literally add it to anything and just Cajun it up. Have a little spice in it. And seasoned salt. I'm going to be going a little heavy on this just because it's the salt. And it has extra seasoning as well. Now I'm going to mix it up. Make sure everything is incorporated. And I'm fixing my camera here. Sorry for all the movement. There we go. Now I'm going to be adding my sazon. Now I did add my sazon a little bit at a time just to make sure that everything was incorporated. Now I'm going to let this marinate for 2 to 3 hours before I start to fry. And I'm gonna put the lid on my pot and put it in the fridge. So first thing you're gonna want to do is put some oil in a pan. Put your pan on a 6. That's like a medium high, depending on your stove. I have a gas stove and mine just goes to a 6, so I'm gonna put it there. Now I just kind of eye this out, but just think of the chicken. You want it to evenly cook, so just put enough oil so that half of the chicken wing is covered in the oil, but you also don't want to put too much. So when that gets nice and hot, we'll be right back. So I'm gonna give my chicken one last stir before I fry it. Now this chicken has been marinating for 2.5 hours. So I see the oil is kind of bubbling, but the real way that I test the oil out is if I just add a little bit of chicken and see what happens. All right, so that means that my oil is ready. All right. You don't want to overcloud your pan because the oil will get cold again and it'll take longer for you to cook it. So less is more, trust me. Now we're gonna wait until this chicken gets crispy on the bottom side that you're cooking it on, and I'll come back and show you what I mean. I wanted to show you guys this contraption that I got. I got it from the dollar store. It's basically just a cover so that your food doesn't pop up and hurt you or anyone nearby. So I like to use this so it doesn't hurt anyone while it's frying. So as you can see, there is some blood coming up from the chicken. That is completely normal. That means that it's actually cooking. Now this will probably take about 6 minutes on each side. Alright, I'm going to start to flip them. That's a nice color. Nice and crispy. Alright, that's what we want. Repeat the process on the other. This is why it's important to make sure your oil is not super hot, because it can pretty much cook the outside of your food and not internally. So you want to make sure you are at a medium oil and not like really hot. Right, this is what it should look like when you're finished. Nice and crispy and brown and hot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you in the next one. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this recipe, please follow my page at Cooking with Kelly Michelle on Instagram. Make sure to like my video, and if you use my recipe, please tag me in all of your photos and videos. Thanks so much for watching.